Long ago, the Destiny 2 players started a war with the Warframe players. And why? Because, I don't know, there's nothing. We got bored, basically. And the point is, when Destiny 2 is really dead, people start hopping ship over to Warframe. And Warframe players hop ship to Destiny 2 from time to time. And so the comparison has been created. And these two games are at ends with each other for whatever insane reason. And so what's happening now? The Warframe players are celebrating. They're dancing on our grave right now. And we cannot stand for this. We must rise up against our united enemy, which is the Warframe players. I'm only joking. Let's just jump in and see what this video is about.
Hey everyone, Pupsker here, and today I wanted to talk about what's going on with looter shooters, primarily Destiny 2. It looks like Destiny 2 is finally dying. Like, it is over for Destiny 2 past its prime. The peak of Destiny 2 is over, okay? Mainly because
It's rough, dude. Kicking us while we're down, these Warframe players.
they've gone through their major storyline arc, and right now it looks like Destiny 2 players just aren't finding a reason to play the game, which is understandable. If you don't like the farm, if you don't like the grind, the power creep, the power progression of the game, why would you want to continue on? You might enjoy raids, but if you get bored of raids after a little bit, or you can't get teams together, or they're too hard so you can never complete them with like pubs, I don't know, maybe people hate that. But I wanted to really just take a look, see what some Destiny folk are saying, take a look at the numbers, and just talk about it's chaos out there right now. Warframe is in a downtime because like we haven't had updates for months, but Warframe's still doing great player number wise, like good on Warframe. It's always a pretty consistently popular game these days, and it's not dying off anymore, surprisingly. They're killing it, right? But Destiny 2 on the other hand, not
Absolutely shit in the bed. Shit in the bed by comparison. The Steam charts don't lie. And I'm sure he's going to rub it in our face in just a moment. But I want to see the actual breakdown because he has some good comparisons here, I believe.
So much. So let's quickly take a look at some Steam charts here. There are 3 games primarily I wanted to look at. Right now, we have Destiny 2 on Steam, and ooh, it's not looking good. They just had updates and everything, and it brought
that's 25K when he recorded a video. If you go look at it now, it's getting bleak.
In like an extra 5,000, 6,000 players peak a day, but that's not great. Saturday, Sunday, it went right back downhill, and that was probably just the weekend bump. And then if this whole past month, it's like it's not really been popular. 13,000 and a half people are playing Destiny 2 right now, essentially, and when it's peak, only about 20 to 25,000 people end up playing like midday afternoon. That's not good. Destiny for the past year has been much more dead compared to it has been in previous years, right? Last 30 days is absolutely one of the worst with 19,000 players. They hit a really low peak in January 2025 of 18,000, and you're seeing they can't really average more than 30, 20,000 players most months. But when they have big updates, they might hit up to 40,000. So comparatively, on the last big set of updates before the final big brunt of updates, June 2024, they peaked at 123,000, right? They were averaging 30, 40, 50, 80, 70,000, way more players throughout the year. March 2023, 130.
This is when the game was more alive. We're talking Final Shape at the first few months was hot. Witch Queen was hot. Lightfall, yeah, you know, Lightfall was not the best. It didn't age well, at least. Started off good, but quickly spiraled out of control.
5,000. I think maybe like, God, was this the Witness update? And this one was the Green Power Light Bearer. I can't remember.
Lightfall.
Reject shit of the name, but
good. Forget it. Honestly, pretend it never existed. If I could forget it, I would as well. If I could just remove it, you know, I would.
Yeah, that was that update. And then previous years, it's always just been calm. Destiny 2, by the way, it's on Blizzard's like Battle.net launcher, so there's a lot of people who play on the Battle.net launcher, so you do have to remember Steam will never account for those specific players, and there are probably still a good amount of players playing on Battle.net. So it's like,
well, they don't play on Battle.net anymore, but people play on console, and then people also play on Epic launcher now.
All things considered, Destiny 2 as a game is still really popular and a lot of people play it, and it still makes a good chunk of money. The issue is they do not make as much money as they used to. And business, whenever it always goes up, whenever it starts going down, people get fired, laid off, and companies go to ruin, okay? And that's not a good thing. Like, just outside of the shit-talking games, Warframe versus Destiny versus First Descendant, and everyone yelling about looter shooters, like, it's not good when a game live service dies off.
It's actually a good point. And even though we are kind of in a competition with each other in some ways for like looter shooter live service, right? It is good if we all do well, because then you can have things to go jump to and play, right? And I think maybe a lot of people are jumping ship, playing, some Warframe right now, playing some First Descendant. I can't get into that game. I can't play the Gunner games, but Warframe is definitely tempting, I suppose.
I imagine a lot of people are also playing Borderlands 4 right now, so we'll definitely take a look at that one right after. But
Borderlands 4 hijacking some of the Destiny players, but it's not affecting the other games as much, though, right? Like, if Borderlands 4 was creating like a vacuum and all the other looter shooters were losing, like, let's just say 10%, then we could see that statistically across the board. But you notice that the population from the other looter shooters, it's not the same result, right?
That's Destiny 2's chart. Compare that to Warframe. Oh, look at that 2x KO ad. Warframe is at 46,000 right now at 24 hours peak, a way different time compared to Destiny. Destiny peaks at like this time, and
because it's reset time for Destiny 2 players. So the peak happens about an hour or two after reset for us. I'm not sure if they have a daily reset in Warframe. I'm not sure how the systems work in that game.
Warframe peaks about 6 hours before Destiny 2 tends to peak in the day. So Warframe peaks very early morning for me, and Destiny 2 peaks very end of night. So it's always been an interesting chart. But if we look at Warframe, Warframe is, I will give them this, these sons of guns, they're consistent as all hell. Even when Warframe's going down, they are consistent in their average players, okay? We haven't had updates for Warframe since July. We haven't had jack shit worth updates for a long, long time.
Jeez, they haven't had an update since July, and they're still holding that many players. That's crazy. July, August, September, and we're now in October. Dude, Warframe players are built different, dude. How do they do it? How do they do it? Can we get some of them Warframe devs over here? Throw them a check or something and get some of them Warframe devs working on Destiny 2?
This past year has been really quiet, as you can see, but the entire time, Warframe has managed to keep 50 to 40,000 players. Past 2-3 years, 50 to 40,000 players. Even in its dead lowest time, they peaked at around 30,000 players. And before that, it's just calm, average numbers. Warframe used to pull slightly bigger numbers. I think they have some of their highest numbers in like 2018 to 2020. But that's okay. Warframe,
those numbers are crazy consistent too,
is still a game that peaks and averages around 40 to 50,000 players pretty consistently always. And that's what Destiny 2 is lacking. Destiny doesn't have the same consistency that Warframe has. You can see Destiny has huge, absolutely massive upswings on updates. People buy the update, they spend the money, they do the raids, they do the quests, they stop playing.
This is what it is. See, Bungie is making us bipolar. They're giving us a lot of good content, and then it runs dry and we run out of it. And that's what's not happening in the other games. I'm telling you. It comes back to Bungie. They're making us bipolar. We got the swings all the way up. We're like, oh my God, we are so back. And then a few months later, it is so over. A few months later, we are so back. And it just keeps going.
Half the players, right? It goes from this much, they lose half, they lose 30%, boom, another update, it's just not enough, right? Even back in the day when the game was still doing well, they have the update and then lose a bunch of players, update, lose a bunch of players. Less consistent, but Destiny was consistent where it would have a big update, tons of people would come in and spend money, and they'd slowly taper off, whereas Warframe would just always consistently have players, and then when there was an update, ticks up a little bit, and then just slowly drops back down. So what I'm trying to say is Warframe is much more consistent in its numbers. Destiny has those wild swings on every update, and now that people are not coming back for the story, and they aren't coming back for those big storyline quest updates and everything, it's just gone downhill. And if we take a look at First Descendant, this is a cautionary tale.
Oh, I've never actually looked at First Descendants numbers. I thought it would be so much better. Those are terrible. What the hell?
This is what happens when you have a looter shooter, you release a looter shooter, and it just doesn't have longevity. Instantaneously, the game dropped half players in a month. Another half of those players left next month. 40% of those players left the next month, and then 40%
down to 9K 5 months later from July, 127,000 players down to 9,000. That is a massive drop off. There's basically no one's online.
Those players left the next month. The game has never been able to recover, at least on Steam charts, from that initial launch.
Yeah, it went from 9K to 13, 10, 8, 10. Yeah, it just never came back. It popped off and never came back. Fuck. I don't even know what to say about this. Like, they cooked and then they just let it run dry.
Because people were like, oh, this is just kind of like, it's Warframe, it's Destiny, but it's Borderlands, but it's not quite there. So this is what happened.
People said each of those 7K people bought $1,000 on Gunner skins, though. Maybe. I mean, maybe they make up the money for the Gunners with the Gunner skins. That might actually be part of the strategy. But even still, that doesn't have longevity. There's only so much gooning you can do in your game before your game runs dry, right? You can play the goon card if you want for a period of time, but it runs dry eventually. Eventually, like, all right, yeah, like, this is funny, this is crazy, haha. And then it's like, unless we're talking about Diablo Immortal, unless we could figure out how to con people out of $400,000. But for the most part, this runs dry.
When your looter shooter kind of just can't take off and it fails player expectations. And
so just to give you an understanding of how bad it is, they hit sub 10K and they could never recover. Now they're regularly under 10K, right? And so that's what we're talking about with Destiny 2. This game is not dead, but like it's deep in the red and not doing well by comparison to its launch and comparison to the other looter shooters, right? Destiny 2, like I said, by comparison, this is how bleak it's getting, where we look at the Steam charts, we're at 18K. Like, we're not too far away from where the other game is at. Like, we're not too far away from where First Descendant is at, First Descendant would be thankful to have 18K right now, but we would be thankful to have Warframe's 50K, right? 50K right now would be crazy. We haven't seen 50K since like the first week of Edge of Fate. Like, go back here 3 months. When we launched at 98K, we saw 50K literally 2 weeks in, and we have yet to see that. It's been dwindling ever since, down to today we're probably going to approach, let me refresh this. Today we'll probably approach our lowest population ever during peak hours, which is going to be 16,000. This will be our record lowest, given this time frame from the launch of something new. This will be lower than we've ever seen it before, at least in terms of Steam. We didn't get to see what Destiny 2 Year 1 populations looked like because the game wasn't on Steam. So we don't get to know that, right? Unfortunately, it would be nice to compare.
That's kind of what's happening now to Destiny. Destiny is not able to claw back that 20 to 30,000 player mark too easily. You can see for the entire year of 2025, half of the year, if not more, they've been less than 30,000 players. That's not good for a huge AAA game like Destiny, okay? If we take a look and see, how is Borderlands 4 doing? Is it on Steam charts right now? We might be able to see. Let me see if they actually have things updated. Yeah, Borderlands 4, this is not as live service as a game as Destiny 2 or Warframe. So what you're going to see, Borderlands 4 is going to launch, and then 2 months in, it's going to be at half the players, okay? It launched to 230,000 players. Makes sense. Huge game, 300,000 players pretty much. Peaked, yeah, at 302,000 players or so. And then people beat through the game. They play through the game, they enjoy the game, they beat the story, and then they stop playing. All totally understandable. It makes sense.
Borderlands 4 is not a live service game, right? So then what happens is they drop little updates here and there to keep people refreshed and keep people a part of the franchise, but then eventually they just drop Borderlands 5 in like 2030, right?
We'll talk about, look at builds and quests and have fun with the game, but for all intents and purposes, for most people, when they play through and beat the game, they do all the side content they want to do, they'll probably stop playing Borderlands 4 until the next brunt of updates, of course. And that's kind of where we're at with some games there. A lot of the games, they're just not upholding, okay?
Why do I feel like this is our Fallout plays? Is anyone else getting this vibe? This is like, we got Fallout plays in Destiny 2, and Warframe's got this guy. He's like Fallout with a little more hair, a lip piercing, and a couple tattoos.
The first Ascendant is pretty much dead in the water for most people. Destiny 2, while it had a long, great time, 10 plus years of like content, new updates, and people for the most part enjoying it, dropping it, taking breaks, etc. But it looks like it's just not doing it now. And another huge indicator of that is content creators. There are a ton of content creators in Destiny 2, some that I've followed, some that I haven't, that I've seen posting lately, and Doom posting the hell out of Destiny 2. This is Glad posting, and this is what I saw like a day or two ago, whenever it popped up on my feed, a long time ago. Or sorry, not a long time ago.
Someone said 52K players on Destiny right now. How do you know that? How do you, all we can see are the Steam charts, right? How do you find the other population? Jag, where do you find that at?
A long post about.
There's a command in Discord. Oh yeah, true. Let me pull up this command in Discord. Sometimes that thing's not especially accurate, but I'll pull it up here. Let's see what it says. All right, it says population September 30th. That's October 1st. It says trials 2,000 people in trials. Raid has 20,000 people. Gambit. I feel like this is maybe a little bit scuffed. It says overall 309,000 though. It was overall 309,000. I feel like there's something off about it though, because it says 284 plus 75 does not add up. So I don't know how accurate this one is.
Quitting Destiny. And this is from a long time player, not a long time ago. This is my first ever world first raid contest that are not interested in, right? That's a big thing. Massive, long-term, dedicated content creators and players, the people who are most interested in the game for every reason, they just don't care. Just no interest in the game. The power grind is boring. Activities and everything just need work. Like loot system sucks. There's also no backbone or confident direction with the game. Nobody knows what the hell is going on with Destiny, like what people are actually doing. New changes, nothing really good there. As for raid race being held for this epic version, yeah, don't like it. Look at all of this. Feel free, of course, to go check out Glad's post. Check out anyone quitting Destiny 2, because you're going to be seeing a lot of this now. In the next coming months, if not year, you're going to see a ton of I am quitting Destiny 2 videos. Why? Content creators can't afford to keep playing Destiny 2 if people don't watch them. It's why you always see a lot of people stop and start playing Warframe. It's a big game, but it's not a huge game for a lot of content creators. It's like, it's a big game, but it's not massive, right? Like Warframe has a smaller content creator, I'd say, community or amount of people. So people are angry and done with Destiny. There's just not enough stuff. People are pissed off at the community. Like content creators for Destiny 2 are pissed off at the player community as well, because people are saying if they ever say anything good about Destiny that they're glazing Destiny, right? And then people are saying if they ever say anything bad about Destiny that they're just doom posting or rage baiting for Destiny clicks. And it's like, no matter what, everyone right now around the Destiny community just seems pissed off and angry, and they are just lashing out at everyone for a ton of different reasons. You have the players who just straight up are angry and hate the game. You have the players that are mad that they invested into the game and now there's nothing left that they want to do. So there's like heavily invested players which are really pissed off that they don't want to play the game anymore because they've invested so much. So it's like an aggressive, angry cycle loop of it. And you see a lot of content creators and a lot of people being in the comments being like, this sucks. I understand, it makes sense, but this totally sucks. There are so many quitting Destiny videos and posts that I've seen pop up in this past.
It's dark time. It's a dark time. And the Warframe players are all sitting around looking at us laughing with their comfortable 50K population. These damn Warframe players. They're kicking us while we're down.
Last year, it is overwhelming, okay? We have straight up content creators constantly talking about it too. Why did you quit Destiny? An Aztec Cross video from 4 months ago talking about why people are quitting Destiny. I'm quitting Destiny. I'm very close to quitting Destiny. Like, everyone is quitting Destiny, and there it is. There it is. I'm quitting.
Hey, who the hell is this guy? I'm quitting Destiny 2 after 10 years reaction? The fuck?
quitting Destiny after 10 years. Reaction, I quit Destiny 2 and learned something shocking.
That's too good that I everyone, I'm quitting Destiny. I'm quitting Destiny. I'm quitting Destiny. Me, reaction. That's right. You might quit, but we watch and monetize.
What I learned from quitting Destiny 2 for a month. Like, right now, everyone is talking about and or just quitting Destiny. Destiny's most popular content right now is like rage bait drama content.
Hey, what? Who would do that? No, surely not. Not the wholesome Destiny 2 community.
Because people just don't want to play the game. It's kind of like me and Warframe right now. I love Warframe, but there's nothing I hugely want to do week to week outside of make videos and just kind of chill. So I don't really want to play a ton of Warframe, which is why I'm not streaming a whole lot. And when I do stream, I play some other games, and it's like,
Warframe is dying. Upload a video today. Top 10 reasons why I'm quitting Warframe. Third video, why the Warframe devs suck. Fourth video, why you need to quit Warframe now. Fifth video, why Warframe is better than Destiny 2. F Destiny 2. Let's go. I'm kidding, obviously.
And now people are really mad too at Warframe for like weekly reset stuff, but that's like pretty typical. So that seems to be what's going on right now in the massive Destiny 2 community. If you just search up Destiny 2 quit, right? Or Destiny 2 on Twitter and quit in the same post, you're just going to see constantly
like 17 of my videos reacting to them.
Oh my god, I didn't even see this one. Datto is also stepping away from Destiny 2 till Renegades amidst growing player frustration with the state of the game. He says he's tired of the relentless community toxicity. Community will push me out before the game does. Oh shit, dang. Yeah, okay, so that's exactly what I was saying before. People are just angry for the sake of being angry, and it looks like Datto and a lot of other people as content creators are like, I don't fucking care anymore. They're like, y'all are just constantly pissed off in the comments. You're angry if I say something good. You're angry if I say something bad. People are just flaming everyone.
To be fair, Datto has been trying to quit literally since the first year he made Destiny content. We just recently covered this. He like the storied history of Datto trying to quit every year or every other year is a never-ending saga in the Destiny. The full Destiny content calendar would not be complete if it wasn't involved with a Datto quitting Destiny 2, or at least attempting to.
The online community around Destiny 2 is just not happy. Oh no. Oh no. Right? We have September 26th, Destiny Bulletin post. The game is finally dying. Destiny 2 Steam player count drops over 80% since Edge of Fate launches, as players say the game is in the absolute worst state it's ever been in. Like, I don't know what people are looking forward to, like, in Destiny 2 anymore. Look,
hey, Renegades, my guy. Hey, don't worry. Renegades, we'll all be back, surely.
No, Datto, no. No longer D2 players seeing Datto leave the franchise. It's gone. The OGs, the biggest content creators and most like well-known names here and there.
This is the part I listen. I understand there is very serious criticism. This is the part that I always get a little like, all right, yeah. Like, they're gone. They're not gone though, right? They've all said, I'm quitting Destiny 2 until Renegades, or I'm quitting Destiny 2 until the exotic mission, or until Festival of the Lost. You know what I'm saying? It's like, here's the thing. I want to see some commitment. I want to see some, I'm quitting Destiny 2. I'm uninstalling. I'm deleting my channel, and I'm deleting my Twitter. You will never see or hear from me again. All right? No one has the commitment. Everyone's, I'm quitting Destiny 2, and then they're back 2 weeks later, I swear.
Are quitting Destiny constantly.
Which, again, is not to undermine the problems in Destiny 2. The problems are there, and the content creators have a right to take a break. But the problem I have is that the taking a break is not a good headline. You know, the video headline, I'm taking a healthy break from Destiny 2, gets 10% the views of I'm quitting Destiny 2.
Aztec Cross has been playing way less Destiny as well. I think he's made videos and talked about playing way less Destiny as well, but I just don't keep up with everyone individually. I just see that he's still posting a ton of Destiny, right? I think he just took a huge break for Borderlands, but he's clearly not like taking
Like even this, like not to poke too much at the bear here, but like even when we pull up like Dado's channel, like he just posted that he was taking a break, but then he literally uploaded a video a day ago saying Dado's thoughts on the epic version of Desert Perpetual. Like he's like, I'm taking a break, but also still uploading a video. Like, I mean, you know,
taking a break. He's he's clearly still
the entire, yeah, as across everyone, like doom and gloom, like super sad, crying as across fucking 5 videos a day, laughing in it, smiling in every thumbnail.
playing a lot. I
want to go back to this. So good.
I think he just took a huge break for Borderlands, but he's clearly not like taking a break. He's he's clearly still playing a lot. I just thought he was playing a lot more Borderlands, so he was playing and streaming a lot less Destiny, but no, it looks like he's still killing it and playing a lot of games, right? I just thought he was doing less Destiny with all the other stuff coming out, but yeah. So a lot of people are either playing less or just straight up quitting, and that's not good. That's not good for the health of a game. That's not good for the game confidence. And that does not go well for the future of the game at all. If all of the biggest...
Stop saying that with such a big smile. These Warframe players, I'm telling you, we need to unite against our common enemy. We have to start a franchise war, okay? We need to unite with the console war people on Twitter. They're a diabolical bunch. We need to empower them and embolden them to get behind our force here. And we're starting a war of words against the Warframe players. All right, it's Destiny 2 v Warframe players. If we unite against a common enemy, we can be distracted from the portal and our problems within this game.
Players are just like hop and ship. I've played a little bit of Destiny 2. I played the Witness update. That was a fun quest. I played the Green Light quest that I cannot remember for the life of me.
Good. He can't even remember. It's almost like he extracted the memory of Lightfall from his brain. He saw it and me. I envy him so much. He played Lightfall and forgot it existed. He forgot the name, everything, you know? If I could just remove the Lightfall campaign, if I could remove Nimbus from my memory, I would be better off, okay? I would have to be interested in signing up for a lobotomy just to get those memories extracted out of there.
I became a light pair, threw around my green strand. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. That was fun, but I'm not a massive Destiny 2 player. I had my fun. I think my wife's played like hundreds of hours compared to me, so she's definitely more of the player, and she quit like multiple years ago, and I don't blame her because she's like way more casual.
They're kicking us while we're down.
So she just like casually plays some COD or watches TV, right? And she's just done with Destiny. And honestly, I think a lot of players are like, hey, I'm out. Nope. I don't want to keep up with the shenanigans of the game, the battle pass grind, the permanent gear grind that's not permanent and you'll eventually just replace it very quickly. Like, yeah, people just aren't happy. I just can't say the specifics, so let me know what you think as someone who may actually play Destiny 2. As always, if you want to support the channel, check out the other socials, turn on Twitch notifications for when I stream. I'm not doing reruns right now, so if I'm live, I'm live. Sorry about doing all the reruns, but I do appreciate everyone being here and supporting the channel. You can use Epic Games creator code PUPSKER if you ever buy Destiny 2 or Warframe or anything on the Epic Games Store, Fortnite, Platinum for Warframe, anything like that. It all helps.
All right. There it is. That was Destiny 2 is doomed by Pupsker, okay? Or as we're calling him, this is Warframe's Fallout Plays. This is basically like Fallout Plays if he grew up in Eugene, Oregon. This is a different Fallout Plays. It's got piercings, it's got tattoos. It's like a different Fallout Fallout Plays from the multiverse. All right? I'm only joking when I say that we're uniting against the Warframe players. We're all united in our efforts to try and play good games. But the Warframe players are looking at us and they're enjoying the dumpster fire that Bungie has created. And they're roasting their marshmallows over our, I was going to say corpses, but that's pretty dark. They're enjoying the chaos that's going over here. But you know what, Warframe players? We'll remember this when we're back on top, okay? We'll remember this when we're number 1. and we will not be carrying you in Fireteam Finder raids. Okay? We will remember this slight forever. We will create a vendetta against you. Let me know what you think down in the comments below.